Welcome back, everybody, to Fireborn Eternal. Today I'm going to be going over my heavy support choice I take, or one of them, the Skyray, and why I consider it an auto-include in any army list I build now. Firstly, let's just go over the base war gear it gets. Comes with 6 Seeker missiles, 2 gun drones, 2 network marker lights, and the velocity tracker. Now, 2 network marker lights mean you can use the marker lights to fire, for fire support for your own vehicle. And, that's definitely a nice ability to have, especially, figure you drop off a couple marker light hits, you can now shoot all your Seeker missiles off with your marker lights. And I've done that against some Space Marines, tag the Space Marines with your marker lights, unload 6 Seeker missiles into them, strength 8, AP3 shots, it's going to kill some Marines off. That's if I have no good targets in that game. Sometimes I bring this and I don't have any good vehicles I'm going to shoot at. I have plenty of other, firepower on my list. But now I can, use the Seeker missiles to, eliminate targets very successfully. Now I always run the Smart Missile system on this, just because it's, the 30-inch range, strength 5, twin-linked, 4 shots. It's nice to have, and it can even do damage against the lighter flyers. So it still allows you to shoot some flyers, even after all your Seeker missiles are expended. And when I take this vehicle, I try to make sure my Seeker missiles are mostly gone by turn 2 or 3, just because the longer it has the Seeker missiles, the less chance it has of getting them off. So I'd rather get all my Seeker missiles shot off early on. That way I know I've used this tank to its full effect. Then kind of wait and end up having this thing die with Seeker missiles left on it. But now another nice thing to mention is it's Front Armor 13. So it's for 115 points. It's just an amazing buy. It has the Skyfire ability, 2 marker lights that hit on 3s or better. It still comes with this, Smart Missile system, the 6 Seeker missiles. I mean, it's a great buy for 115 points. I don't give it any upgrades except maybe a Black Sun filter, because I don't want to ever jink with this thing. It's there to do what it does, and after I'm done with it, it's there for only just to cover. I take my tanks in my army mostly because I need some sort of cover. That way I have cover in any game I go into. I don't have to worry if the battlefield doesn't really agree with me in terms of how I play. So I always have my mobile cover in my army. But like I said, for 115 points, this thing is amazing. It gives you a lot of flexibility, gives you the ability to deal with flyers as they come. It's just a great buy. And the Front Armor 13, 13 is awesome to have in your army. Just because it's still durable. It takes some higher powered weapons to really deal with it. And generally that means they're taking all these shots off at your vehicle that can absorb some hits, and you don't have to worry about it. They're not shooting your battle suits, which to me are a lot more valuable than the Skyray is. But at the same time, it also fulfills a role of dealing with a maybe, like an army list that takes flyers. Yeah, I know a lot of town armies have abilities to take down flyers pretty easily. They have a lot of nice strength weapons in their army. They can pull out some nice firepower. They got marker lights. So worst case scenario, you can still generally deal with flyers without Skyfire, but you really don't want to take Skyfire on your other stuff. You take Skyfire on your battle suits, you're looking at 20 points a model. So if you figure the cost of the 20 points for Skyfire, then you have 6 Seeker missiles, 8 points apiece, then 2 marker lights on this thing with a Smart Missile system. Almost the war gear alone probably makes up the point cost of this vehicle. So at that, you have a Armor 13 chassis. So it's a great vehicle to have. It's durable. It's provides a nice battlefield role. That's why it's not included in my list. It's really, really good for its points. It's flexible. It does multiple things. It's a great support vehicle to take. Worst case scenario, it's also a tank, so you can still tank shock with this sucker. But yeah, this is why it's not included in any of my lists I have. It's just a great tank. I might end up fielding 2 on my list just because I've been enjoying them so much. But for the time being, I take this and 2 hammerheads with ion cannons, and that's it. I don't throw any war gear on them except maybe a filter. But there's no point. I don't want to be encouraged to jink with these guys as much because it really lowers their ability to be effective on the battlefield. And to me, their firepower and what they do is more important than them surviving for a long time. Now granted, if I know they're about to shoot some stuff in that has a good chance of blowing it up or destroying it, yeah, I'm probably going to jink just because I'd rather have it around. But if I have a good feeling that, despite all the things that can shoot at it, they're probably not going to destroy it, then I'm definitely not going to jink, because I'd rather have, a lot more firepower to bear on my next turn and hopefully deal with some of those components they just shot at me. But yeah, that's why I take the Skyray, and that's why I consider an auto include in my list. As you can tell, it still needs some more work on the painting. I have magnetized all my Seeker missiles, which is just cool. I magnetized quite a few things in my army now. Now, when I'm done painting, it's going to have a different kind of effect. I'm going to add some, flame design and some other things to it. This is kind of a good example of a finished vehicle I have. Nice cool flame design on it. I love the nice shiny red I got to it. I actually use an ink wash on pretty much all my models with the red. Gives it a nice shine. Almost has a slight weathered look when you get close enough to it. But yeah, definitely like this thing. Definitely like my painting design. But yeah, that's kind of how my vehicles look when they're all said and done. I still got a lot of work. I've acquired a lot of stuff in the past, a few months for my town army. So, as I progress my army and actually finish up all my stuff, I'll probably, kind of just do a showcase and kind of show everybody everything I've done to it and how it looks when it's all said and done as a whole, instead of, having some unfinished pieces I put in videos, which, as much as I don't like it, I'm also trying to, get out there, put myself out there, discuss some things, and, maybe get some feedback and improve my gaming. At the same time, it encourages me to paint, because as I do a video, every time I look at my models, I think, man, it'd be so much nicer if I had a painted model to show. But yeah, this is kind of how it's going to look, and I might even do a video at some point to kind of show you some different flame patterns and easy ways to do them. But yeah, well, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know what you think. I always love some good feedback. So, alright y'all, until next time, have a good one.